Ellie Goulding. It's Figure Eight on Gaydar. Chloe Howell, an example on the way for you shortly. It's Chris and Emma at breakfast. Hello.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Now, you may know her from her films Claire of the Moon, Eleanor Undone and A Perfect Ending. Well, film director, producer and screenwriter Nicole Conn is also famous for creating the longest ever screen kiss in cinematic history. She's coming to Brighton next year in January, looking for the star of her next lesbian film. Amazing stuff. And Nicole Conn hopefully joins us now all the way from LA.
Hello, Nicole.
Yes, hello, Chris and Emma. How are you?
We're
good.
Great. And thank you for staying up late for us, because I think it's rather late at night there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. No worries. I just hope I sound somewhat awake.
You do. How have you been keeping yourself awake for us, Nicole? Have you been hoovering, doing a bit of cleaning, something like that?
Yes, that and some hot tea.
Hot tea. It's always good. Yeah, brilliant.
Fabulous stuff. Your next project is called She Walks in Beauty, but that's something you wrote a while ago, isn't it? Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, it's based in the 20s, Paris in the 20s, as well as the current story, and it is one of my favorite scripts of all time, and I'm very excited that we're going to be shooting it both in the UK and the US, and holding our first casting event for She Walks in Beauty in January at the Convention Center in Brighton, which I can't wait to visit.
January the 10th to the 12th. Amazing. So can anyone audition for this then, Nicole?
Yes, that's the wonderful thing. The casting is open to anyone and everyone. We're going to shortlist about 100 actresses for the auditions in the Brighton Convention, and we're trying to equalize so that people who have never had their foot in the door can get in, and we can see some fresh new talent. So that's one of the things we're trying to do, is find the perfect fit for some of these wonderful roles.
Is that very important for you to get brand new talent then involved in your productions?
Yes, I love to have new talent as well as seasoned talent. In my last film, A Perfect Ending, I had an actress on her first film and an actress on her 90th film. So it was one of those things where you got to work with the best of the seasoned and the best of the new, and it's a wonderful mix.
And what's this about finding one of your stars on Facebook, actually?
Yeah, that was Jessica Clarke, the co-lead of A Perfect Ending. She happened to Facebook friend me, and I said, "My God, you're beautiful. Do you happen to be an actress?" And she said, "Well, I was a model, and I've turned my career toward acting now." And we got together, auditioned her, and she was perfect for the role of Paris. I think everybody would agree to that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And she's now in True Blood.
Yes, she is.
So this could be the start of something, big for, someone to come along to in Brighton. So if people want to audition, then what could they expect at the auditions, Nicole?
Oh, lots of fun things. They will be reading sides from each of the characters that they're applying for, some improvs, some fun stuff, and a very special chemistry casting piece. I think the Sunday portion of the event, which will get a little hot and steamy for everybody.
Oh, please tell us more, Nicole.
Tell us more.
Sex scenes will be involved in the film, so people can't be a bit shy, can they?
Yes, you can always expect a sex scene or two, although I prefer to call them love scenes.
Love scenes,
yeah,
love scenes, yeah. So this chemistry session then, people kissing, is that right?
Yes, because you have to see if the chemistry is there. If it's not, it's not worth to cast anybody, no matter how good of an actress a person might be. If she doesn't have chemistry with her lead, it just doesn't work. And so it's the most critical piece of filmmaking for me.
Yeah, well, we have just watched your 3-minute 24 kiss, breaking all cinema records. A lot of chemistry going on there. What was that like to direct?
That was an incredible day I'll never forget, because it was one of those things where I talked to the girls about how do you feel about trying to beat the record, but we won't do it if it doesn't feel organic. And they said they were up for the challenge, and as I think you can tell, they
went for it.
And then some.
Yeah.
Well, it did look very natural, though, didn't it?
There was a lot of chin nibbling going on, Nicole. A lot of chin action at one point.
Yeah.
Well, why were you keen to beat that record, though? Why was it important for you to... I mean, it's great that it's a same-sex kiss that has that record.
It wasn't originally intended to beat the record. I was just wondering, what does that first kiss where you fall madly in love feel like? And it feels like it goes on forever. And then I thought, well, what is forever? And who holds the longest kiss? And it was held by a film in the 1940s. that was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And it happened to be because their lips were glued together in a comedy. You're in the Army Now, starring Jane Wyman and Regis Toomey, for anybody who knows old black and white films. And I just thought if you choreograph the kiss well enough, it could probably sustain 3.5 minutes, because many people actually kiss longer than that. It just doesn't play in cinema. So I'm very happy that Nakar Dadigan and Tracy Dinwiddie were up for the challenge, and their chemistry was spectacular.
No, it's quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
As a lesbian, why was it important for you to sort of focus your career on telling lesbian stories?
Well, that's sort of a misnomer, because I actually feel like I'm telling human stories. I'd rather not look at our LGBT films as LGBT films. I don't think we need to be niched in that way, because I think all of our stories are relatable on a human level. I just like a good love story, and because I'm a lesbian, I can relate to two lesbians falling in love, but I've also had a straight history and love straight love stories as well. I just love a good love story, and it's my attempt to make romance no longer a dirty word in our society.
Yeah, absolutely. We love a bit of romance. So it must feel pretty amazing having a movie convention for you, for your movies.
That is the brainchild of my executive producer, Elaine Sturgis, who's a brilliant marketer and a businesswoman, quite the entrepreneur. And she came up with this concept, and I was very, very honored and humbled, and jumped at the thought of being able to meet all the wonderful women in Brighton and in the UK. And I guess we have people coming from Norway and Belgium and France and all over from Europe. So I'm very excited about meeting all of these fans that I have never been able to meet personally, but have had many email communications with.
Well, I'm hoping to go, because it's going to be Lesbian Central, isn't it, in Brighton, 10th to 12th of January.
Now,
yes, I'm hoping so, and I'm hoping to get to meet you as well.
Brill. Will you be auditioning, Emma? Actually, I haven't really thought about that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I've got the skills. But
oh, come on!
Chris has got a degree in drama. Are you looking
yes.
for any men to play background scenes?
Well, maybe Chris has to come down and read.
I will read. Yeah, absolutely. If you got any waiter parts or anything like that, very good.
There are male parts.
Oh my God! Right, I'm there, Nicole. Definitely.
We're booking in.
Brilliant. Nicole Conn, thank you so much. And more information, shewalksinbeautymovie.com. Nicole, good luck with it. And we'll see you in January. I'm going to start preparing my lines now.
Thanks, Nicole.